I met Renee in 1996, right after Jerry Maguire came out and her career was rocketing to the stars, and mine was really, really struggling. She had me at hello, and we became friends. I remember having this strange sensation, almost like anxiety, of making sure I enjoyed every second, every moment that I could spend with this magnificent, rare jewel before she realized that she was a huge star and became a diva. But it never happened. She has always remained humbled. I just found some pictures of 1998, Renee with my late grandmother. And it looked like they were having so much fun and enjoying each other so much. I was mesmerized because my grandmother didn't speak a word of English. And I remember this night. It was a time when she was so sought after. Everybody wanted to work with Renee, and everybody wanted to be best friends with Renee and date Renee. And somehow, she ended up in my house, dragging her Swiss and Norwegian Texan parents to spend New Year's Eve with a bunch of Mexicans. It was only like family and a small group of friends that for me, they were family. And we danced, and we sang, and we ate, and we drank, and we laughed till 3, 4 in the morning, God knows what time. Even after when she got the zillions of awards and nominations, including 7 Golden Globes, of which she has won 4, and she has an Oscar out of 3 nominations, but this is only so far, she was always the same. I managed to get myself nominated once, and it just so happened that she was nominated at the same time. And then I was in the strange situation that the only person that I felt I could say anything and would understand me, and I could find solace and comprehension and laughter, because as you all know, this is very exciting, but it's very stressful, was my competitor. My lifeline was my competition, Renee. And it was so annoying, because when I would talk to her and call her in the middle of the night, and we'd go over things, and she would make me laugh and give me perspective, and I wouldn't dare to say some of the mean things that I said, the crazy stuff, to anyone else. By the way, she doesn't gossip. She never says anything bad about anyone. But I did get to bitch with Renee, and she would just laugh at my madness. And it was annoying, because at some point I would go, oh my, I wish she wins. She's so amazing. And even the night before, when my big butt exploded the seams of my Oscar dress, and I woke up with no dress for the Oscars, she ended up giving me one of her dresses that, thank God, was wide here and stretchy here. And that's what I wore for that night. I really wish that they would have a tie so that we could both win, but we both lost. And somehow, it was kind of cool, because we lost together, and we got to laugh about it, and we cherish the memories. We have so many memories, so many friends in common. We've lost so many friends together. And I have to tell you, we also share hair, makeup. I know directors that she's worked with. We know a lot of people the same. In 25 years, I have never met one person that has come near that heart of gold that had one bad thing to say about her. Also, in 25 years, I have never heard Renee say something unkind about anyone. This is really, really hard to find in this business or anywhere. If I had to rename her, I would call her Grace, because that's who she is. I am not gonna cry. She is grace, she is thoughtfulness, she is generosity, she is genuine, she is loyalty, and she is empathy to the fault. I mean, I remember one time she started showing up with a teenager, strange-looking teenager, like to the barbecues and everything she did. And I'm like, the hell is that? And she's like, she's dying of cancer. And I want her last days and months on earth to be great. And we're all entertaining her and her family that Renee is by now supporting. Turned out the girl didn't even have cancer. But her empathy, she remembers, she had forgotten. Her empathy is something very special for her as an actress. She is tonight nominated as Best Actress. And I have to say that she is incredibly talented. No, as a singer, as a dancer, as a writer. She can do comedy, she can do drama, but what makes it extra special is that everything she does, you can feel the humanity in it because she cares, because of her empathy. I know that we are celebrating her amazing performance in Judy. She did it like she does everything, throws herself at it with everything, with no reserves, with no judgment, becomes them, because she can feel like people, like the most deep emotions of people. She's not afraid of it. And if she is, she has the courage to go through them. And maybe I should have been talking more about her work as an actress and Judy. But instead, I wanted to shine a light on her as the amazing human being that she is, because her work speaks for herself. But I think, at least for me, it moves me and excites me, and it gives me hope that tonight something good is happening to someone good who profoundly deserves our respect. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the recipient of the Best Actress Award, the one and only Renee Grace Zellweger.
Wow. My brother right now would say, for once, when I mention that I'm speechless. Wow. Salma, thank you. I really am dumbfounded by what you've said. You're not supposed to cry before the speech, but here I go. Thank you. As you can guess, Salma and I go way back. I know where she keeps the tequila. And so do my parents. National Board of Review, hi. It's nice to see you. It's been a minute. And we needed to talk, because I have to say I had no idea how much a National Board of Review Breakthrough Performance honor can change a life. And 24 years later, I'm thinking maybe you guys should consider a disclaimer, maybe right down here at the bottom. So buckle up, baby. Maybe a 1-800 helpline right over there, maybe. But this was the event that set into motion this wild and wonderful ride. And I have learned that even if you're watching where you're going, sometimes you can end up in a ditch. And No, it's true. It's all right. I'm going to put this down because I'm going to play with it all night long and break it. And I'll tell you a story. And I've never told Salma, thank you, my girl. I've never told her this. But circa 2005 or 6, I ran into Salma, just a random run-in at the airport. She's going that way, I'm going that way. Hug, hello. And she stood back and she looked at me and she said, how are you? And I didn't realize at the time that she wasn't just making polite conversation. Great, I'm in 3 countries at a time, and I'm filming this one, and I'm filming that one, and I'm finishing this one, and I'm prepping for that one, and we're promoting that one. I'm great. And she just stood there and she kind of looked at me. And the truth is, I didn't know how I was. And I was a little tired, so I told her, I said, you know what, I think I'm a little tired. And Selma just looked at me in that way. She tilted her head, and she nodded, and she smiled, and she said, well, you know, a rose can't bloom in every season unless it's plastic. And the relevance of what she's saying didn't hit me at that time, but it planted a seed. And I am so grateful for that fateful run-in with my friend because she reminded me to be an artist. And I know that you cannot be an artist if you do not live an authentic life. So I am grateful to you for that, because I know that in some way there'd be no this without that fateful run-in. And the irony does not escape me that I have been invited here tonight alongside a film that reflects on the life of one of our most beloved entertainers who probably really deserved a fateful run-in with a Selma. So, National Board of Review, nice to see you. Thank you very much for this honor. Thank you for supporting our film and the work that you do. It makes such a big difference helping films find their audiences. Rupert Gould, director, you are as brilliant behind the camera as you're known to be in the theater. And the journey with our Judy cast and crew, David Livingstone, Mickey Liddell, everybody who saw fit to make it. I mean, such a special experience. I will, yeah, I gotta say, it was a private, creative, collaborative celebration. And I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to do it and to shine a different light on the final chapter of Miss Garland's life. It feels very greedy to be given this on the heels of such a special life experience. But thank you, National Board of Review, for this. I'm honored. And for so long ago, setting into motion that wild and wonderful ride that has come full circle here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Very honored.